Hey there, Mike with Blackhawk Paramotor USA. Today we're going to do a little explanation video on the light trike. The light trike has been a really awesome seller, but there's some people that have questioned how to adjust it properly when you're in the simulator. This is a customer's trike that we just put together, and what we're going to do is I'm going to show you the adjustments for the harness, and when we put it in the simulator, that you should be 9 to 10 inches higher in the front end than in the rear, and some measurements on the strap. Now the strap that I'm referring to is your glider strap. That goes around the base of the harness like you see here, and goes around the back side of the main frame. What this does is it just keeps the front end more solid. It keeps it from dropping down a little bit. With that strap, you can adjust how high you are in the front. In other words, your angle of attack as you're flying. And again, that should be about 9 to 10 inches, thereabouts. Okay? So, the strap is situated now as I just described. I'm going to go ahead and get in the unit. I'm about 5'8", 160, 165 pounds. Now your sitting position when you're on the light trike is a little bit more upright. Typically foot launch, the unit's going to be on your back and it's going to be hanging off of your shoulders, so to speak. And for some, maybe it's a little more comfortable feeling. Remember, a lot of the people who purchase the light trike have purchased it after the fact. In other words, they decided that, hey, I'd rather have some wheels rather than carrying something on my back. So all of your adjustments for the harness are the same for your foot launch as they are for this. Okay, let's raise me up. Okay, I'm very comfortable here. I'm flying in my normal position that I would be for foot launch. If you want to make an adjustment to lower the front a little bit, tighten the strap. If you can see from here, the strap is not really tight. It's just snug. Now one thing I might add is when I come in for landing, I'm only 5'8". I can hit the steering no problem. We also can drop the steering like that, and you can land just like this. The steering wheel will straighten out and it will track straight for you. However, what I do when I come into land, I just scooch out of my seat a little bit. Almost as though you were foot launch. And I can make any adjustments, and I can come in and apply proper flare authority and land. So again, tighten the strap on the back will lower the front. Loosening it up will raise the front. 9 or 10 inches higher in the front. Austin, go ahead and drop me down till I'm...
Just back tires touching?
You got it.
Right.
This is how you measure it. Just set your back tires down lightly and go ahead and measure.
Catch that, maybe.
Now, Austin might want to add something, and that's about the spacers on the front wheel when they're assembling their trike. We've had a few questions on that, Austin.
Yeah, no, what I had to do was cut the longer spacer you have out of these two. I cut 1 inch off, and I had to add it to the other side right here to just make sure the tire is centered.
And go ahead and measure 6 inch on the back. Austin is going to show you the 6 inch measurement and where we measure from.
So I was going from the plastic tank, and you go straight to this glider strap, and you see I'm right at 6 inches.
You'll also notice that's one thing that's great about this machine, the light trike, is that when I'm on the ground, I'm sitting on this arch. Notice how wide the arch is. It's not just a single bar that's supporting your harness. It's shaped like a triangle. The back portion of the arch, or the aft portion of the arch, stretches out and supports the axles. It makes the unit much more rigid. Many units just have a single tube going from the front to the back. You land on one side or the other hard, you've got a bent trike. To date, we've not replaced any components on a light trike. It's strong, it's light, and it flies like a dream. Notice here that I've got about 4 inches underneath my seat board. When I come off the ground, this allows me full weight shift. I'm just emphasizing it by lifting up my leg. This will give you everything that foot launch will give you. And I also have my legs dangling as though I was flying foot launch. When you're ready to land, put your feet on the steering. It's a great tool to not have to carry the unit on your back for landing or taking off. If you have any questions, please feel free to contact us. If you have any questions, please feel free to contact us at blackhawkparamotor.com.